What's up, everybody, and welcome back to another edition of UFTA Premium. I'm your host, Darren Walters, and in this particular episode, we are going to talk about just what's the latest and greatest that's going on in my life. I want to say that I've finally got the courage to approach a few banks and see if they would be willing to help me out with the $30,000 needed to create UFTA, at least the initial print run. And so I've been doing that. So far I haven't turned up anything that looks promising. Their recommendation is that I approach private investors, which, apparently that just means that the people who can afford it, private individuals are more likely to be able to take a risk. You know, when you think about your favorite movies, your favorite, just anything that requires a lot of capital, there's always somebody out there that had to take a risk with their money, you know? And that's the only way these giant projects get underway. And so, I'm looking for those angel investors. I'm looking for people who can, I don't know, what do you call it? Spot a racehorse when they see it. Spot a winner. But UFTA is part of the project of maybe trying to salvage the family relationships. The idea is, I've stated before, UFTA is part of the growing up tale, growing up story. Everything changing in your life as you age, as you grow from childhood into parenthood. But it's also about enjoying a lifelong experience. Some particular goal, motivation, or task that is set before you, and it could potentially take a lifetime to master or conquer, or however you want to describe it. Well, that's what UFTA is. It's the beauty of it is the particular nuances of each particular gaming session can grow and develop and mature and just kind of spread out with all kinds of mysteries and suspense and surprises that nobody saw coming. So that's what we're living for. This is the beauty. This is the giving aspect of UFTA. It just gives and gives. So especially as you rotate new people in and out, the character and flavor of the game will always be shifting depending on the personalities that partake. So anyway, with that in mind, I did want to go over a recent rule that we added. The idea of placing fender doodles on assets such as essential equipment items, and we want to make sure that flows smoothly. I tried it out once with my family, and we decided, or at least my impression was that it was too easy to score because the way that I have it set up right now is if you place the fender doodles on the disc and the seeder, or the cultivator and harvester, what happens is that generates income based on double rent, forcing others to make a purchase from you, and with the fender doodle on top, that doubles it. And of course, the growers who are forced to rent, they can do their best to knock you off by rolling a die roll 6 and removing the fender doodle. I'm still up in the air right now as to whether that should be a free. I think that should be a free action. The idea is you can use your fender doodle to remove. You can use your die roll 6 to remove fender doodles, but you can also go on the attack and use up your 2 actions to sabotage or create mayhem or whatever it is that you feel like you're up to. Okay, so anyway, with that out of the way, we want to go ahead and just explore these opportunities some more. And we'll see just how much pressure there is when we place those finger noodles. Yeah, on other growers. Okay, so here we go. Oops. Probably gonna need some drops. Oh, I also got a chance to test out the new auctioning possibility at the beginning of move to the bidding process. So far, it's turned out pretty well. Although I got some pretty strange objections from one of my family members. It was all cantankerous and just resistance to change. I mean, that's what it really boils down to. I mean, you know, the only way really to survive in this world is to adapt and change, right? There's no way to count on things being the same all the time. You really have to be able to adapt and make some adjustments on the fly. So, bearing that in mind, that gets awfully difficult to do the older we get. You become very safe. You know, this is why our voting patterns are always conservative in old age and pretty liberal and free-thinking and idealistic in your youth, right? That's just kind of the reality of life. That's how things flow. As we age, we tend to get, you know, the clock is ticking, we're closer to death, and so we inevitably make decisions that are more careful, probably. Instead of expanding our circle of friends or social influences, we start to remove ourselves. So, you know, that's a part of life, right? So anyway, I'm still trying to make new friends, believe it or not. Even at my age, injecting new life, new blood into the UFTA project is always welcome. And I love the idea of watching people, you know, the light bulbs pop off over your heads when you gain the satisfaction of mastering UFTA. I mean, it's a genuine pleasure to watch. You know how fun it is when you've seen a great movie or you've read a great book, and then you get a friend to do the same. You get to watch the movie anew with a new set of eyes, right? Well, that's the beauty of UFTA. Every time I play someone new, I can see it through their eyes, and I can maybe see some of the flaws and mistakes and the things that still need to be worked on, right? In order to achieve, you know, that sort of perfect game balance. So. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get started. We'll go ahead and bid. Actually, yeah, on the face of it, I don't think we have anything to test in this particular session. I just wanted to convey to you these new thoughts, these new ideas, and I always want to extend the invitations to everyone on the planet. Maybe we're still struggling with COVID safety, I don't know, but it helps me therapeutically if you give the UFTA a try, come out and try it, or I can go to you. I would love to showcase somebody's kitchen area, some home decor if you don't mind, and just as we enjoy the UFTA together. All right, so I look forward to doing that in the coming months and years, and with any luck, we'll be earning our way toward the 30,000 goal. That's our goal. By the way, I also have a GoFundMe. If you check it out under the descriptions in the video. If you feel like donating to helping families out that might be interested in purchasing a copy of UFTA, this will definitely go a long way towards that particular goal. Okay? All right, so I think that's going to do it for this session. You know, I don't think I'm leaving anything out, but you can't always count on these neurons and synapses aren't firing the way they used to. So a little bit of a decline, but I guess that's expected. All right, I think that's going to do it. Until next time, keep on playing Oofta, everybody. Till I see you next time. Adios.